What's going on, guys? What is up?
Go ahead, Jim.
What is up?
Roger.
Okay, 250-000.
We're getting set up.
Amp hours 090.
See if anybody else decides to show up. For some reason, the bots weren't activating on the Discord and stuff, which is a little frustrating. I don't know why that is. What's up, Kiwi girl? How are you?
Roger, Jim. Thank you.
I know, right? Long time no see. It's been crazy. We've had horrific weather for the longest time. And now we're finally back in business. And then yesterday it was blowing like 60 mile an hour. So the winds were howling today, but they've died down right now. So we're hoping that they hold, and we're supposed to have really good weather from here on out. So yeah, we're in lockdown like we all are. So which is adding to it. So we've been dealing with that. I've been pretty busy with work stuff. I've been fortunate enough to be able to still be working on some various TV shows that were actually shot before this all got done, and I was and are now finishing. We've decided to finish, so which is good. So I've got work for the next 12 weeks. So I'm grateful for that, and so we're just plugging away. And then we've been doing some upgrades to the system. You see our Geochron back here that we had. We've kind of upgraded that. And then I have I got a new little 7-inch monitor down here so I can see the chat. I put in one of those what are they called, metric clocks here, show wind and weather and all our follower stuff. And then so we've been adding some stuff to the actual setup here, so but we put this Geochron thing behind me, which I love a lot. So yeah, we've been working on the stuff while we're been dealing with it rained pretty hard for just the longest time, so been pretty frustrating dealing with that. And then of course then it's like, okay, we got some better weather, and then there was a full moon at one point, so we were able to stream on the 15th, it was about 10 days ago. We were able to do a stream. We collected some data and got stuff put into the Minorplanets Center on a few asteroids, so that worked out. But it's been slow. N3, what's going on, man? How are you? Good to see you. Thank you for being here, guys. So we're glad to finally be back up and running again here, and finally got a stretch of some good weather. But we deal with a lot of Santa Ana winds here in Southern California, so the winds have been horrendous the last few days. It was blowing about 60 here yesterday, so we couldn't stream last night because of the winds. But howling pretty good today, but it seems to have died down a little bit. So I can operate in some winds, but when it gets up pretty crazy, it's not even worth trying to be set up, So we're just going to continue on here with there's some asteroids 1998 WP5. We're going to be looking at a asteroid called an Ondant J. Man, let me this is the target, man. You guys tell me how to pronounce this, man. There it is right there. Ondant J. That's one we're going to be looking at a little bit later. That one needs some orbital improvement data on it, so we'll be looking at that. There's a few other ones that are just kind of too low on the horizon for me. I don't feel comfortable with trying to measure them I don't think I'll get great observation with them. There's another one coming up, but it's not till there's a few of them that are about RA20 right now, so they're about where are we at, 14, or about 6 hours from now, so they're late into the night. I don't think I'll be grabbing those, but we're going to just start off real quick with 1998 WP5. That one needs some orbital improvement on. So yeah, say that 5 times fast. N3, you know what I mean? That's that one's a doozy. I don't know, man. It's bizarre. So I'm wondering if I'm going to put that screen closer to me now. That's interesting. Let me think about this, Brandon. When I think about this chat screen, Brandon, I might want to put it closer to me. We'll see. Maybe where the stream deck is, potentially. I got this, we got some new setup here. I got a little, you guys can't see it. I got a 7-inch screen here that I got. That's a 4th monitor in this whole setup, and it's showing my chat so I can see you guys. Because I need to use some more real estate in the screen, so so I have that. But I was thinking about maybe getting that a little bit closer to me, so we'll see. It's my first time using it right now. Of course, I had to blow the fonts up because I can't see it, so my son got me all set up on that, so we'll see how that works. But we're just checking our focus right now, looking at Arcturus. I put the Batnoff mask on, we did some adjustments, and we got our focus looking pretty happy right now. So WP5, there it is. Those are the two that we're going for, my friend. So yeah. So we collected data on WP5 about 10 days ago, and we had those. Let me see here. Those were. We did those observations on the stream, actually. Let me see here. There they are right there. Those are the ones we did the other night on the 16th right here. So we got those in. So those got counted. So let me go pull the Batnoff mask, and then I'm going to close this garage door because I'm getting some bugs in here. So I'll be right back. Stand by. Alright. Make that a little better. Most interesting asteroid. I don't know. I don't know what the most interesting is. Kind of interesting that Atlas just broke up. It's kind of neat. Did you guys see? I don't know if any of you follow me on Instagram or in the Discord. Sam posted a picture from Hubble of that thing. It looked pretty slick. The thing breaking up. I don't know if you guys saw that or not. Let's see. Let me do something here.
What I thought was Riesling was probably not Riesling. Riesling is a larger crater, and it's out at about 1 point, should be about 1.4. That's affirmed, Jim, right on. Okay.
Like that, just to see. Let's see this thing a little bit better when I bring it a little closer to me here. I gotta see you guys, man. Yeah, Kiwi Girl, let me show you the photo here. Let me find that. Hang on a second. Let me find that. Where am I right now? I'm up here. Over here. Alright. Let me see where that is. There it is right there. Look at that. This is Atlas, taken by Hubble. Pretty cool, right? Looks like a spacecraft. Looks like it's booster rockets right here. Yes, sir, Third Rock. I hope I have an answer for you. I don't know if I will, but ask me a question, my friend.
Roger, Dave. And Jim, as you come up on the reel, you may want to turn your 16mm camera on. Yeah, when we get to the reel, we will, Joe.
I didn't hear about that. I don't always hear about it. There's a lot of fakey stuff going on out there. So, I mean, I get. You guys ever listen to Coast AM radio? Which I do like it. I'm a fan. Like I like Coast to Coast. I like Art Bell, those guys back in the day. They're doing that stuff. But I had some people the other day say, "Hey, what do you not tell us about 1998 OR2, which is an asteroid that came within, between us and the moon, and it was pretty good size. But we've been looking at that thing for the longest time. We knew it was not going to hit us, but the news just made it out to be like the end of the world, So Art Bell did a whole thing about like, oh, this was it, this whole pandemic that's going on. Now the asteroid's going to hit us. Like, I get at least a few of those questions once a week. And I try to avoid the doom and gloom side of what we do. I'm not trying to be part of that stuff. I don't, at least the communities. I am part of a lot of the Minor Planet mailers and stuff, and we don't really ever discuss that stuff. So, yeah, it's true. It's hard to figure out what's real, what's not. That's for sure. So, so yeah, I would just say that I don't know. Sam didn't post anything, didn't tell me anything about it, but I can tell you the circles aren't talking about it. At least the Minor Planet Center people and stuff that I'm working with, they haven't said anything. So right now, the big thing there's a number of objects that have broken apart from Atlas. There's stuff number of smaller objects that are flying around close to the sun, closer to orbit, having some weird orbits. But we're also looking at what's it called? The name is slipping me here right now. Let me look at my chat here with Sam so I know what I was talking about. The 2020 F8, I believe it's called, and it's Swan, SWAN, Swan 2020 F8. That's the one we're kind of a newly discovered comet. It has been basically being researched. 2020 F8 is it. Let me put that. F8. I believe it's C/. I believe that's the object right there. This object has basically been being monitored by the southern observatories because its position in the sky is all in the southern hemisphere. But it is making its way, as far as our position to it, up into the northern hemisphere. It currently, and this is the one I want to try to capture if I can. But currently, let me see here. Let me pull this up for you guys so you guys can see this. C/2020 F8. There it is right there. Currently, its latest observations are right there, 23 at -32. So it's definitely very early in the morning for me, but it's way too low on the horizon still for us. Anything below -20, we can't really see where our location is. So yeah, exactly. You're going to be able to see it. You're absolutely right, N3. This is going to be something we'll be able to see potentially with our viewer, just our naked eye. It's going to get really bright. So yeah, there's a lot of stories. So there's a lot of stories that pop out. I don't catch everything that goes on as far as any of that stuff. There very well could have been. Did we post anything in the Discord? Let me see. Did you see anything in there, Third Rock, about that? I know some of the guys have posted some stuff in there. And really, I encourage you guys, if there's stuff in there you want to see, like, post it in there. I mean, Sam's really on top of this stuff too. He'll see what's been going on and what's not, I mean, somebody the other day was posting about where was it? Let me find this here for a second. That they were thinking there was some meteors coming down, and it ended up being the Starlink system deal, and but there was somebody calling out a meteor shower and all this kind of these crazy, you know, meteors that are burning up in the atmosphere, and they're lasting this long, and there's a big trail of them, and it's like, hey, guys, it's actually Starlink that you're looking at. So, you know, don't get too excited over some of this stuff that you got going on there. So, there's definitely a lot of that kind of stuff that is discussed through there. So, you know, it's really hard to figure out who's doing what. Hello, Explorer Scientific. How are you guys? Welcome to the channel. Thank you so much for following us. Is this Scott himself watching us? But I appreciate you being here, man. Thank you. We're big fans of you guys. It's Scott Roberts in the house from Explorer Scientific, guys, watching us here on stream. Great to have you here, man. As you can see, we're with you friends there at telescopes.net. Farah and Daniel and all them have helped set us up, and they're big sponsors of ours. And we were actually, I think at one point we were going to have you on the channel, Scott, and we'd still like to get you as a guest here to show you what we're doing and the things we're doing. So great to see you here, man. But yeah, we're getting ready to we're gonna slow over here to Asteroid 1998, and let me see here. WP5. Let me see where this thing's at in the sky here. It's a little bit lower here, so let's see. Let me show the slew here. Maybe just below the wall there. Let's see. It's going to come up. It's going to be a little low, so we'll wait for it to come up just a little bit more. But we'll start getting some actual observations on this thing. Impact crater stories are conflicting. Okay. Well, Third Rock, do me a favor. Post it in the Discord. Put it in there. You know. Thank you, Scott. Appreciate it, man. Thank you so much for coming by. Everybody say hi to Scott Roberts from Explorer Scientific, one of our newest followers to our stream here. So great to see you out here, man. It's awesome. Saw you the other night on Dustin's channel, and it's really nice. But we got to get you on, Scott. We got to get you on, and so you can see what we're doing and be a part of it. Be awesome. We'll see you. But yeah, Third Rock, go ahead. Put that in the Discord, man. Let's see if any of the other guys, see if Sam or anybody takes a bite on that and see what they say, and we'll see. You know, let's take a look and see what we find out here. So I'd be curious as well. You know, but yeah, I got to be careful. I mean, we got to be careful because I've had, you know, as this thing grows, man, it's really difficult, man, to make sure that you're reporting the right stuff. And I'm actually going to have a conversation with a well, you know him, is it Micah NYC tomorrow about some development with some of his software he's using. I want to get some real-time close approach data, real-time for you guys. I want to either create an app or something so we can have some real-time approach data for you guys to look at, and anybody that has interest in trying to do this science and those kind of things can see that, you know. So I know that I was talking to Velvet Soldier Matthew a little bit about some of that. He was going to potentially do some coding for us on that, so I know he's been pretty busy. But yeah, we want to try to get some of that going, man. We want to try to build that, but we got to be careful, like I said, with some of the new stuff that we're sharing. And I've had some guys get on my case about some of the links that have gotten put up and been like, "Oh, this isn't even true." It's like, yeah, it's hard for me to know what is and what isn't. I can just tell you that, assure you that I am part of the a lot of the email chains with the Minor Planet Center and a lot of the big guys, big organizations that are doing the research and doing the stuff, and they're not. There's nothing crazy going on out there. It's just the normal stuff. There's just a lot of objects that are kind of smaller objects they're finding around, you know, that are kind of popping up in closer orbits to the sun and those kind of things. And some of them have some unusual orbits and those kind of things. So there's quite a few objects that are out there as well. And I believe Sam, our very own Sam, even may have discovered a comet the other day. He tried to get us on it, and I just could not. It was behind this tree behind me, and I just couldn't capture it behind the tree. Campfire Kurt, thank you for the follow. Appreciate you being here, man. Thank you. But I couldn't capture it. It was behind the tree, and he was trying to set up over. And he actually is back from school. He lives about 40 minutes away from me right now. So, and of course with the COVID thing, he can't come over to the house and hang out, which is a bummer. But I believe he had somebody else do some research, and he found a comet. I believe so. I don't know much beyond that as far as what we're able to discuss, but I know that he's been doing some tracking on some stuff like that, which is kind of neat. So it's kind of a fun deal. All right, let me write down what we got going on here. So 423, 20. So 8. 5. I hope everybody's safe out there. Everybody's doing good, man. It sure is crazy, man. This is a crazy time we're living in, and I know we're supposed to potentially we're on hold till the 15th of May, but I don't know if we're gonna be able to get a reprieve at that point. I'm hoping we do. I sure am hoping. So we'll see. All right, I'm gonna capture just a couple frames. We'll make sure that we're sitting in the right spot. I'm not going to get down to my target temp on my camera. Probably we're at -20. I want to be at 27, but it's getting warm. We're expecting 90 plus degree weather this weekend, which is a little bit of a bummer. 13, 44.
A large concentration of large boulders,
And then
large rocks. Not estimate the size,
-4.
they're angular, and they're all of the same
Okay.
color and texture as far as I can tell.
All right. Let's see here.
See that well, you better watch the
Let's
road.
throw these in real quick and see what we get.
You keep talking, let me drive. It's the first good concentration of large rocks that I've seen. Very similar to the large rocks that 14 saw up the top of Cone.
Roger, Jim, we copy, and your range should be coming up on 3.1 at station 1.
Okay, relative right now, Joe, our bearing is 18 range 2.3.
7064.
Roger.
It has, Campfire. It's been crazy couple months. Crazy. My neighbor, my poor neighbor, man, he just came over here while I was setting up, and
Okay, now, Joe,
he's desperate to see what I'm doing.
see the
And I'm like, you need to stand outside the garage, man. You can't be in here. my poor neighbor, man. I feel so bad for him.
I can see the bottom of the rill. It's very smooth. I see two.
But you just never know. You know, you got to be careful. He's an older gentleman, too, so it's like, I need you to be careful, man.
On the top of a very smooth portion of the bottom of the rill. And the one to the southeast, I can see the track of where it's rolled down slope.
Oh, this clock. I found this on Amazon. I can't remember the name of this. I found this on Amazon, though. I cannot remember the name of it. It's set to UTC time right now. It might be slightly off because it's not timed to anything, so it's kind of there for kind of neat, looks cool on screen kind of thing. So I probably need to reset it for the proper time, but that is the clock. We just put the geochron in, the big screen here. Got a 40-inch 4K behind 4K TV with the geochron on there, so it shows the actual where the sun is rising and setting on the Earth, the sun position, orbit-wise, and where the ISS is, and any clouds in the area and stuff. It kind of tells me. If you guys have seen the 4K geochron, it's pretty cool, you know. So I got that running back there. We did a little Instagram live tonight, man, where I gave a tour of the observatory.
Roger, Jim, copy all
Well, if you guys join Instagram, man, you'll see it. It's in the live. So, all right, this thing plate solved. So let's see what we get here. There's our asteroid right there. So that's good. We're in a good part of this. We at least are in the part of the sky, so that's good. It's right on top of another one. GD. Nope, that's not the one. That's 2020. Wrong one. Let's see. Where are you? Geez, there's so many asteroids in this.
That's correct, and of course,
This
when
thing.
they dig in, and it makes the
We're
rear
not in the
break out.
correct
But
place.
it's okay. We handle it.
337. Let's see.
Knew you could.
And to Jim's comment that the near side of the rear wall is smooth without any outcrops there by St. George, and the far side has got all sorts of debris.
Should be down here somewhere, and I'm not seeing it.
Looks like we could drive down in on this side, doesn't it?
Stand by on that, Dave.
So we could drive back out.
See why I do this? Because sometimes you go to an object and it's not there.
Oh, no.
Let's
I
see.
can turn around and look to the northwest where the real trends to the north. But let me concentrate on elbow for the moment. Yeah, let's get to elbow.
There it is, right there. That's it, right there. 137064. That's the one. It was just above, so.
Hey, go ahead.
Oop, where'd it go? Where'd you go, you turkey?
Okay, the range has been off for elbow. Our map says 2.7. Joe said 3.2, I guess.
Our estimated, Jim, was 3.1 from your landing site.
Right there. There's the object right there.
I see, that's right. That's the difference, yeah.
At least that's where the box is. So what am I running? I don't think I have. That's a 15-second exposure.
Well, this is really a 40 driving course.
Boy, man.
Man, oh man.
It must be really kind of lower in the horizon. We're at -4. Yeah. Supposed to be 16.7. Seeing's not very good tonight, guys.
There's old elbow.
Seeing is not very good tonight. We have to stack some
A real fresh one down there.
20-second images to get that bad boy to come out. So let's see here.
Yeah, but you want to go a little farther east.
20.0.
You got to go out at 11:30.
Let's do that.
Oh yeah, right. Gosh, that's a long way away. Yeah.
Okay, I'm at least in the right spot in the sky. Come on, Ray. You know what we're running. You know what it is, buddy. Come on, brother. Ray from Ray's Astrophotography in the house. We just had Scott Roberts from Explorer Scientific in. Ray is part of the reason why I'm running a 14 Edge, because Ray has a 14 Edge and he puts incredible videos on YouTube. Ray does, and of his 14, and then guys like me watch those videos over and over again, and next thing you know, I got to have one of those. You know what I mean? So it's Ray's fault basically that we have the 14. I'm just messing with you. Ray, if you guys haven't seen Ray's Astrophotography on YouTube, he's got a phenomenal channel. He's got some really nice toys as well, and does really great educational videos on imaging. So, but yeah, Ray, we're running the 14 with a Hyperstar. That's what we have on a CGE Pro mount. It's a little bit older CGE Pro, but we got it from a gentleman that brought it into telescopes.net, and they tested it out. It's in excellent shape, and it's been a phenomenal mount for us. So that's what I'm running right now. So how long have we been doing this? Somebody asked. Campfire did. Do I have a cat or something on the scope? I don't know what you're asking me. Do you see a cat in that picture? Is that what you're seeing?
Yeah, climbing at about 8 clicks. Yeah, man.
I'm not sure what you're seeing in there. We got some pictures on the wall. We got some alien pictures and a NASA picture, and there's our small guide scope up there. So, which is, you know what? That reminds me, I better be a good imager tonight and actually get my guide scope going. So let me do that real quick. Let me show you here. I'm gonna get my guiding going here. Do that.
We've got a good slope here, about, I'd say, 10 degrees we're going up right now.
Let's see here. Auto select. Guide.
Did you feel it? Okay, now
Yeah, it's probably the tree is what you're seeing.
we're on
We got some trees around us.
we're on the east.
For the most part, our easter, southeaster, and south to southeaster, where all the elliptical, everything is totally wide open for us, Ray. We have really good viewing from there. So, but when you get off towards the west, I've got a tree that I'm thinking about falling. I think I'm gonna pull it down, man. I think I'm gonna cut it down. I hate cutting down trees, man. I don't like that. So, but I think I'm gonna cut this tree down just because. I'm doing it for the science, man. For the science, we got to do it for the science, right, guys? That's what we got to do.
Roger.
So, all right. So we're guiding right now. I'm going to start this run. We're going to do 20 minutes of 20 seconds a piece. So we'll take a shot at that, and then hopefully we'll be able to get some actual data in there. Let me write this RAN deck down. 1344 02.2 02.2 negative 40158 negative 40158.
Maybe they're still cool.
I know, killing a tree is enough. I just feel bad with that stuff. I just, but it's got to go, man. It's got to go. And then if I could convince my neighbor to cut down the one next to him, then I'd have a west shot that would be really amazing. I hate to say it, but it would be good if I could do that. So it might happen. We'll see. Asteroid 3 Juno, have not observed that. No, haven't seen that one yet. Looked at that. There's too many. It's so funny. Sometimes there's so many objects that are around. It's like, you got it's hard to find them all and get your hands on them all. But the other side is I'm always up against just kind of some of the visual disabilities of where positions is in the sky. I mean, the fact is the observatory is right outside the garage, so I can't really see anything, to the north of us because the house is blocking. So, is it Mag 9? Okay. Let me see where that's. Be curious to know. Oop.
And Dave and Jim, we gained 20 minutes back. We're making money hand over fist on your driving.
Okay, I see the camera coming up.
The closest as far as, are you talking about magnitude? Ray? Is that what you're talking about?
Hey, Joe, give me a comp check.
Talking about basically the brightest?
Okay, Dave, comp check on
I mean, I can get,
16 millimeter off.
oh, the picture? I don't know. I mean, here's the thing with us. I'm not trying to capture a beautiful image. I'm just literally trying to capture the thing so I can take a measurement of it. So we shoot raw data, and I don't necessarily am trying to get the most beautiful image of the thing. So I couldn't tell you. I don't have any the most beautiful images. I just have. I'm literally the guy chasing the white dots around the screen. So, oops, sorry about that. Push the button there. Guy chasing the white dots around the screen. So I'm trying to see. I'd like to know where. UPC 3. Okay. I'd like to see. There it is. Okay. What are? Okay, so it's at RA. It's at 412 in the sky right now. So it's in, or 1203. Actually, it's in a good position right now. So it is in good. Catalina Sky Survey just took some measurements of it right here the other night. So it's positioned actually not too far. It's not. It's just above where I'm looking at right now. Actually, not too far from us right now. Juno is.
How about that one right there?
I could see that pretty easy. Maybe what I'll do after this run, after I collect this data, maybe I can jump over there and we can take a look at it real quick. What's it brightness at right now? Where's let me see here. Juno show. There's a lot of observations on that asteroid, man. Oh, it's at 9. Okay, Mag 9, right. So she's bright. She's real bright right now. That is a bright image, so. Yeah, Ray, check it out, man. I got a little 7-inch, this is my 4th monitor on here. And I have just the chat, so I can see the chat on here. And then, so we put that in, man. So I have it kind of next to me. I needed to have some more space. I know, I have enough monitors, right? So I put that in there so I could actually see, so I can see what's going on, chat with you guys. But it's a slick little deal, man. It works really well. Nick, the best. Nick, you are the best, man, for the follow. Thank you. Thank you for the follow, man. Appreciate it.
Okay, Dave and Jim, Houston with a comp check.
If you guys haven't, while we're doing this image run, I'll start throwing these in, but I'll throw some links up there for you guys for the Discord. If you haven't joined the Discord, YouTube, we got a YouTube channel. And feel free to hit that subscribe button, man. If you guys have one of those Prime subscriptions right there ready for you. If you have a Amazon Prime membership, we might actually have a subscription available to you right there. And that button up there you can hit. So let me throw these things into. Let's start seeing what we get here. Okay. Here's our images coming in right now, one at a time. So we're gonna actually take these 4 of these, see if we can stack 4 of these bad boys. 1, 2, 3, 4. Let me make sure I have my correct object for my orbital rotation is correct. For object, the motion of the object, 13, 2, 58. Let's see what happens. You're in Discord. Thanks, Nick, for being in there. Appreciate it, man. Alright, there's our plate solve. So that's one set. So let's see. Hopefully we'll see it. Boy, man, the scene's not good right now, guys. I can tell you that right now. Right there, man. Whew. Not good. I wonder if I have some clouds down there or something. It is not good right now. Reinvert this image. I need this object to come up into the horizon a little bit more before we can see it better. So you can barely make it out right there. Just right in here. At 16 magnitude, I should be able to see that better. So, so I'm going to, because that's 4 images stacked together. They should be. I should be able to see that better, but the scene... We've had like 60-mile-an-hour winds going on all day, so there's a lot of atmospheric disturbance happening right now. So the scene is not good one bit. That's basically what I have, though. It's like a Raza 36 ray. So, I mean, we can make it out. As soon as I stack these images, you'll see this thing moving, but I won't take any measurements. It's right there on it, so... Exposure 15. I'm just checking my settings here, double checking everything here. There's a flats. That looks fine. This all looks fine. But like I said, we've been battling with really high winds the last few days. And in fact, right before I set up, we have a peak of 20, 25 outside just before we got going. So chances are the seeing is just not good tonight. And that sometimes is the case. Ray will tell you that. Ray would tell us, right, Ray? Come on, man. I know there's been plenty of nights you set up and you go, oh, man. This is just no good. You know, so. Meta guides? Alright, here, hang on. Before I do that, see, there's our object. You can see it. You can see it moving right there. Let's see here.
And just pour real smooth, and I'll catch. Okay. Attaboy. Attaboy. Good show. Okay. That ought to be enough for him. Take a look at.
Did you? I didn't see this link. Did you put a link up, Ray? I didn't see where you put that. See, we can even make out this asteroid, which I want to collect data on this guy too. Which this one is a newer object right here. Which, man, it's like. This is 2020 GD2, which I'm going to take a look at. This is an object we need to collect data on, actually. So we're going to get this one too. So I'm going to come back to this asteroid because this is one of the newer objects. 2020 GD2. Let me see. We just found this is a new object that was just discovered the other day. This guy right here, as you guys can see, 2020 GD2. So I'm gonna want to get some data. There it is, right there. You can just make the object out. Oh, I see. Okay, thank you, Ray. Let me see this. Oh, it wants me to do an install. I'll have to look at it a little bit later because it's gonna want to install while I'm running here. So we're gonna be taking a look at this one too now that I see that in there. So I'm gonna write this one down. GD2. So we're gonna be collecting data on a couple of different asteroids, but I'm gonna come back to it. I'm gonna wait for this thing to come up into the to get a little bit higher into the sky. See how our telescope is positioned right now. So in the meantime, let's do this. We'll stop this capture. Let's take a look at.
Knock a little dust off of it, and it looks like a very fine grain.
Let's see what we get here.
Gray.
Juno.
Rather solid frag. I don't see any significant pits or any significant sized crystals in there. It might just be because of the surface covering, but just a smooth, fairly hard rock.
Roger, Dave.
So far, I haven't seen any
Let's take a look at Juno.
pits on any of these, and most of them are.
I'm excited because I'm going to get 2020 GD2 tonight,
Okay, here's another one that's got. Oh, on the other.
which I didn't even realize was right there in that same spot. So that'll be good.
On the underneath side.
Oh, the best collimation for the hyperstar. Okay.
Soil that is caked
Thank you for sharing that. Take a look at that.
about 1
I've been
millimeter
very
thick,
fortunate with that, man. I got to tell you.
maybe
I'm real careful with when I pull it on and off, and the screws are real tight. I even checked it again tonight, you know, when I put it on there, and it's been really good. So been staying pretty good for me. So
Okay, 158. The
all
bag
right,
down
let's
full.
take a look at
Scoop
this.
that. Yeah, scoop that. I only got one hand now that's broken.
Are
Yo-yo.
you
Wait, let me get a picture. Whoa. Got it, okay.
get my daughter to get me some more water? Got to put these kids to work. You know what I mean? Got to put these kids to work.
Hey,
All right.
good boy. Good shot. Okay, if your yo-yo's working, can you roll the bag up? Yeah. I gotta have to hold on to these tongs now. Maybe it's a good idea we had two tongs after all. If it's that fragile, I'm wondering about using mine. Maybe you can use mine. Yeah, sorry. I can go better without it. Just as well without it. Okay, this is your bag. Yeah. Gotta go back to Rover. Yeah. Okay, Joey, want us to pass on up to St. George?
That's the firm, guys. Move on.
Okay, Dave. Okay, we're on the way. Oh, boy. He's traveling.
Thank you.
Great sport, I'll tell you. The sand pile was never like this. Oh, man. I wish we could just sit down and play with the rocks for a while. Look at these things. They're shiny, sparkly.
It's my daughter, guys, in the stream here watching.
Look at all these babies here. Gosh. Yeah. Come on, Dave. There'll be a lot of them when you get back. Can't resist it.
Okay. Thank you for the water.
Go find something to eat in St. George.
What's up, Merrick? Welcome to the stream, man. Thank you for the follow. Appreciate it. Question is, what is the label on? Let me find that real quick. Do.
So you let my belt out all the way, huh? Yeah. They're all gonna be able to get us.
Labeled as that in here.
I'll tell you. Want me to attach it for you? Be fine. Okay, you can lean forward some.
There it is.
Forward.
There's Juno, Ray.
Okay, I'll get the TV.
In all her glory. Let me do this. Let me readjust my camera, but there's the asteroid. That thing's a monster. Alright, let's back this way down here. Let's go down to about 8 seconds on these things. It's crazy, right? There it is, right there in all her glory. See, it says Juno. But that's it. Let me see. 19.6. Yeah, there's Juno right there. There's the asteroid. So here's what'll be fun. Let me. It's a little overexposed. Let me do this here. I really don't need to stack them, but you know, why not? I'll take a shorter exposure.
Yeah, heading 185, Joe.
It sounds steady as a rock. Thank you.
Oh my, I just kicked up a hole here, and the rim of this little crater seems to be all white, much lighter albedo.
There it is, right there. Okay, so let me do this. This thing's big and bright. I know, right? So let's do a little image run on this thing, and let's get this thing moving across the sky. So let's do this though.
Okay, Dave and Jim.
I'm gonna even go far down on these even 4-second exposures. Because it's the Hyperstar, man, and we can go 4 seconds, and the Hyperstar will still kick butt. Okay.
Okay, Joe, the time consumer here is the seatbelt operation.
So we're going to look at Asteroid Juno right now.
We definitely
That's what we're going to take a look at here, guys.
in 16G we don't
We're just doing some 4-second exposures.
to be able to squish down and get the seatbelt locked without a certain amount of effort.
We'll start stacking these as they come in.
I'll tell you, it's
Don't really need to stack them, but hey, why not? I'm not going to take measurements, but at least you're going to see this big bad boy flying across the sky here. So
drive powers on, steering forward to bus A, 15 volt.
we'll wait for a few more of those to come in.
Ready to go, Jimmy? Ready. Okay, Mark.
Dave, we want steering forward off.
That's it right there. Boy,
Oh, yeah.
that's big. That's a big one. Let's see here.
And Dave and Jim, as you
All right.
drive away there, I was a little hasty on
These
my
are only
side
4
call.
seconds apiece. Let's wait a little bit.
It was actually over his head, and we're running about 30 minutes down.
Maybe I could. I gotta really lower the exposure, but probably will. Let me try this real quick. Ray, why aren't you doing this, Ray? You're really good at this too, man. You're the one that takes really nice pictures. You guys got to see Ray's photos, man. They're good, man. He does good stuff. Come on now, Ray.
If we could just find,
Oh, I'm actually excited that 2020 GD2 is going to be coming up. We'll be able to get some observations on that. That's a good one. I've been wanting to get some observations on that. So this is all good stuff tonight. Yeah, I'll probably lower the exposure on it. Overlay.
if we drive along, there's several craters, 3 to
This thing's barely moving, isn't it?
5 meters in diameter.
It's barely moving. 4 seconds. It's not even. Oh, just slightly moving. Slightly moving. All right, then let's try this, Ray. We're gonna give this a shot. Let's see what happens.
Now we have a heading
Let's
of
bring this thing way down then.
215. It looks fairly recent. There's a lot of angular blocks on the rim of
I'm sure
this.
my gain's turned way down.
Jim, let me interrupt
I don't know, buddy.
Can you confirm that your stat is stopped?
Let's do half-second images, man.
Then what is up?
The 16 millimeter camera.
Let's see what that looks like.
Yes, it is up.
Thank you.
Okay, Joe, we're careful. You want me?
You gotta check on your buddies.
Boy, that's a nice freshman. There's the answer to the gosh. Oh.
Oh, hey, Thermal Tiger. So we're doing some asteroid observations. I'm actually taking an image of a known asteroid right now as we're waiting for. I got another asteroid that I'm actually going to collect data for the Minor Planet Center on tonight. We've got a few of them, but I'm just waiting for them to come up a little bit higher in the sky. But right now we're just grabbing. We had one of the viewers, Ray here, was asking about Juno, which is a really big, bright asteroid. So I was just taking a few images of it, and I was just showing that. So that's what we're doing right now as we kill a little time before we start taking some actual measurements. So.
Yeah, we're starting to fight upslope now.
Roger.
Is it gonna start? Let's see. So that's what we're doing right now.
As we approach the front. And what a beautiful view looking up that slope. And you can see the lineaments come down across here, can't you? Going from, let's see, it's got to be northeast to southwest. Huh? Okay, let's should head up the slope here. But it'd be great if we could get up to that rather large mountain thing.
Yeah, we're kind of on the backside of the Lyraid's meteor shower, so I know you'll still be able to catch some. But what was that? Was that Tuesday night, guys? Is when that thing peaked? Somewhere around there, I believe, is when that was happening.
30 degrees on the side.
Oop, not that one.
It could be more than 10 meters across. Perhaps
There we
St.
go.
George,
This is
I think.
what I see.
Yeah. And now there are some blocks now that look like they're a foot. Angular blocks. Seem like they're on the surface, Dave.
So this asteroid we're looking at is really big and bright.
11:30. Yeah, they are. Most of them have been buried at this time, and those seem like
Let me
they're
see
on
here.
Yeah, they're right on the surface. For some reason. Oh, that antenna fell down.
It's actually right there.
Okay, Joe, we're going up.
That's how big that thing is and bright it is right now
Copy. Your updated
in the sky.
range at Station 2 is about 3.9
Let's see what Juno's doing right now, orbit-wise.
We'll give you a nav update.
What if I can bring in Juno here?
Alrighty. Okay, we're reading 3.8
There's
right now.
Juno right now. So right now Juno is currently,
That the light colored one out there? Yes, sir.
this is its position
Be a good one.
from Earth
But it looks awful rough up
right now.
there. Yeah, and it's probably farther away, Dave, than we have to go. Well, we'll just keep pushing
It's 2.16 AU from Earth and 3.
Water out at
096 from the sun. So still, it's pretty far away from us. It's over 93 million miles times 2 from us is where it's at. And it's moving pretty slow, but it's got this little bit higher orbit to it. But it's just cruising along. See, it's got a really big, long, slow orbit on it. But yeah, oh yeah, it's still bright, man. That's how that is, man. It's still really bright. I'm probably not going to be able to grab that. But there it is. But hey, Ray, this is good. This will be... I want to see a photo from Ray's astrophotography on this. Come on, man. You can do this, you know? There it is. That thing is crazy. Insane. How bright that object is. That's a big, big object sitting out there. Yeah, exactly. So what I'll do is I'll take, like, normally I shoot on average 15-second exposure. So I'll stack a couple of those together, and then I'll stack another set about 10 minutes apart, and then you'll actually see the object moving across the sky. And then I will take measurements in those positions in the sky, and then those measurements will go to the Minor Planet Center, so they can get actual orbital data on them and figure out what these things are doing, so we can have actual graphs like this that show us where these orbits are and if they're going to be a threat to our planet or any of those kind of things. So we've got a few objects tonight that we're looking at that they need data on. Some objects that have been discovered one of them was discovered in 1998, and we took some observations on it, didn't see it again for a while, and now it's back into place for us to be able to see. So the Minor Planet Center is kind of the holding tank for all things NEO related, all near-Earth objects. It's funded by NASA, and it's their holding center for all the objects that are out there. It's the main holding tank for everything. So they have their own website, the minorplanetcenter.net, and this is where all the information for everything near-Earth object related is. And this is the stuff that my son and I do right here in our backyard. We have our backyard observatory, and we are one of the official observatories for the Minor Planet Center that take actual observations of these objects. There's a lot of observatories around the world that are doing this, so we're just one of many. But basically, we take these measurements and they get put in, and they use them to figure out what the orbits are doing with these things. So, okay, you're in Houston. Awesome, man. I'd love to go check that out. So yeah, that's what we're doing. So we're right now. That's our telescope in our backyard observatory. It's a 14-inch edge with a hyperstar. So we're using that right now. So, but yeah, we were just taking some crazy images of this really bright asteroid as we waited for this other one to kind of get up into the sky a little bit. So let me.
Okay, Jim, could you give us a frame count when you finish your pan? And Dave would like one from you.
Let me just see.
Yes, sir.
And if you're still near the rover, we missed the heading and bearing.
P5.
Oh, I'll get you that, Joe. Have that, Dave. Okay, the heading.
So let me slew this thing back over to here. Let's see how far back down we are now. Are we any better? A little bit.
Roger, and
We're a little bit better now.
level, we'll give you a nav update.
Oop, let me get my guiding going. Let me be a responsible astronomer and use my guide scope. Not that I really need it because I'm taking really short exposures, but
Okay, the shadow is reading 1 to the right. Pitch is 0, and roll is 8 degrees right.
Okay, Jim, sounds good.
Okay, going to FMTV.
Roger.
oh yeah. Well, he has a lot of times. I think Dustin's using an 11 This is a 14. Yes, he has better seeing where I'm at though. He's sitting. We're both in Southern California. I'm about 35 miles north of Los Angeles. He's got that thing positioned up in the up out there north of Palm Springs, up in the mountains up there. So his seeing is way better than where I'm at right now. So, but we can absolutely see galaxies and do those kinds of things for sure. Not quite as good as him, but just because of the seeing conditions. But we are able to capture those things. But we basically do. We don't do pretty pictures. You know, I leave that to the guys like Dustin, those guys that are the pros at that. So we're just collecting raw data. Oh, there's something flying through our image right now. We're collecting raw data and using it for scientific purposes. So we shoot black and white. Excuse me. We shoot black and white. We don't even shoot color here, so color doesn't do us any good at all. We are a monochrome camera, so there's something coming in there.
One side, it almost looks like that might be a contact. It is, within the rock. It looks like we have a...
So I'm going to get this 2020 GD2. I'm going to live stack that, so let's stop that capture here. What that's doing.
Linear feature through one side of it, which is about a fifth. And
let's see here.
And there's also parallel to that contact one surface which is quite flat, only for about 8 inches or so. Looks like it's been
and then the audio we have playing in the background, somebody asked me that earlier, is the audio from the Apollo missions that we have going on in the background of our stream that we run. So we enjoy that. It's kind of fun having that going. See if, oh, look at this. There it is, man. There's our alien spacecraft, ladies and gentlemen. You guys wanted proof? There it is, in all its glory. That's it. That's it. So, yeah, if you're new to the channel, man, please join our Discord. We do all things asteroid related in there, so Flying Rock, I know, right? We also have a YouTube channel. Oop, if I can type that correctly.
Roger, David.
Sorry about that.
And
you know, but join our Discord, man. We've got some great minds in there. Sam Dean's kind of my right hand, who's really just an expert on asteroids, neo objects as well. 18-year-old phenom studying out of, I believe, the University of Arizona, and just really sharp guy. We got some science discussion stuff in there for people to ask questions, and you can absolutely see kind of the latest things that have been going on in the world of asteroids and near-Earth objects, comets, and those kinds of things. So, yeah, and then we also have a spot in there too for you to share your images. If you have images of just anything, man, we got great imagers in there that like to share some of their pictures and those kind of things. So we're just trying to build a community out. We are part of a great organization, the Worldwide Variable Star Hunters, with Mike Akey, who's not with us on tonight. I know he's probably sleeping, actually. But we have a telescope in Dubai, a 24-inch plane wave that we also control from right here. Mike controls it from Texas as well. And we do some test observations. And recently, a few months ago, we actually discovered 2 planets orbiting around a star. So we did that right here. My son and I were controlling the Dubai telescope. So we do that. We do the supernova stuff, just like Greg, Econ Greg is part of our team as well. So we're kind of do a lot of collaboration between us, but we're all part of the same science team. So all these guys that are streaming, we're all kind of the same team of guys. So, but they do a great job on their streams and all the stuff they're doing, the things they're showing. It's kind of neat. So, all right, just letting that object clear out. So let me shoot a couple images here, just so I know I'm in the right spot again. Let me write this down. 13, 44, 05.
Get some more. Yeah, get some more.
Negative 353, 24. Yeah, it was satellite. It was a satellite. You can thank Elon for that one, guys. That was Elon. It was all Elon right there. Scene's not too good right now tonight, guys. We've had 60-mile-an-hour winds going on over the last few days. We get Santa Ana's here really bad, so we've had some northwest, and some Santa Ana's are starting to blow. So the scene conditions are just horrific. But we're gonna still try to capture something tonight if we can.
Couple feet away. Okay.
Not for me. I've had very little problems. Knock on wood. I probably shouldn't have said anything about that. Why did I say something I probably should not have? But we've been fortunate with that. So.
That boy, Dave. That might fill a square for the football size, Rock.
5.7. 53 to 33 south because we're negative.
Can't get another one. Can. Yeah, you can't see with my shadow there very good, can you? Okay. Yeah, boy. Okay, hang on to this one for a second. I got it. 181.
Roger, 181, and we have a view of the rill that is absolutely...
See, now there's 1998. We can see it a little better than we did earlier. But there's the one we're looking at, 2020. So that's the one I want to be looking at right there. So we're in the right spot in the sky. And you see how there's two boxes here? They're actually, I know it looks a little blurry. These boxes are basically when Astrometrica, sorry, I'm drawing a blank here. Astrometrica software goes out to the Minor Planet Center and it looks for stuff that needs actual improvement. You see that this is a darker red than some of these that are not. But basically, because there's two, they're not really sure of the actual orbit of this thing. So we're going to help tonight by gathering some data on this thing and figuring out what the actual orbit is of it. So I will be stacking a few of these images together as we see. So let's take, we're going to do about a 20-minute run. Let me just double check my settings here. I cannot get that camera any cooler. I wish I could. Negative 20 is about the max. It's been warm. We're looking at yeah, the plate solve works great. It helps. You know what that helps, Ray, is when I have good flats. So I took some really good flats about a month ago now, and they've just been working excellent for me. So yeah, we're expecting almost 90+ degree weather this weekend. So we've had, it was 89 here today. So, you know, obviously this scene's going to get better as stuff gets higher in the sky and the scope cools more and all that good astronomy jazz that we go through, you know. So as the night goes on, things will get better. So we're going to start this run right now. We're going to do 20 minutes. We are doing 20 seconds apiece. And we started those at 4:44 UTC time. So I'm just writing that down so I have that information. Then I will stack those in as they go along. Let me switch views for you guys. I'm going to go get some more water, man. I'll be right back. You guys talk amongst yourselves as we are waiting for these images to come down. See, right now it's showing 77 outside, so it's showing 15-mile-an-hour winds still. So we still have bad winds here right now. Blowing out of north-northwest, according to my. When I look at my little weather chart back here too. Uncle B, if you're watching, thank you for the promotion there into the Discords. Thank you. Third Rock guy, if you're listening, I see that you asked Sam in there. Oh yeah.
It's coming loose. There it is. I got it.
You found Ray. See? You see that, Ray? If you Google 14, you see Ray. Absolutely. ZW 2600. I haven't seen that. I have to look at that.
Yeah, good show.
I have to look at that.
Let's get one down here. Yeah, it is. Well, let us see the down. Oh, look at underneath the rock. We gotta roll it over and get some of that too. Underneath the rock.
Okay, let's start stacking some images. Let's see what we get here.
Bubbles or vesicles. I can't tell which because it's in the shadow. Look at it. Got your eye on it? Yeah, I got it. Let me get one more. Watch it. I'll get
I
this
just
one.
want to see. I don't know if I'm going to go 3 or 2 images together. Let's take a look. I'm just not sure. I should be able to see this thing.
By golly.
Yeah, we'll go 3. It's fine.
You got your eye on that one? Yeah. Well, are you gonna pick it up or? I'll get it. Here, let me get the tongs, and let's get those two. I was hoping I could get a larger frag here. I'm not trying to.
1998 starting to come in a little bit into focus too. So.
Okay. Did you get it? Yeah. Okay. That's. How about the other one? I can get the other one too if you want. Yeah, where is it? Both of them. You ain't get the other. Yeah, don't put them both in the same bag. Let's separate the bags. Here, give me that bag. I'll
See
pull the
what
bag
two
up
looks
and
like.
get the other. Here. Yeah, I'll get
And Dave, need a number on that bag.
For the. Yeah. 160 is for the rock. It's on the chip off the corner uphill. I hope that makes some sense to you, but when you get the pictures back, and it's the one, it doesn't appear to have any dinos in it. Just look like a fine-grained basalt, non-vesicular. Now the other one, the Jim, are you getting it? Here, let me hold the bag for you. How about the dumbbell fragment there beside it? You didn't knock that off, did you? The dumbbell frag beside it? Yeah, hold the bag here. I'll see what I mean. No, I think that fell off, Jim. That looks like the same kind of stuff. This one right here. Yeah, it fell off when I hit, I guess.
Yeah, that's neighbors always love it when you start pointing your telescope at their house.
Sure does. Not sure it was there
They're
when
like,
we
"What's
started.
going on there, man? What's that about?"
Here, let me just look at that one.
No, I'm just checking the collimation. That's all I'm doing. I promise you. That's all I'm doing.
Your comprehensive sample, please.
Okay. Lots of glass on it, but you can't tell the inside too well.
Stack real. Oops, taking pictures of planets. I can do that, Ray. I can do it. I could do some dark subtraction and stuff. But we tend to just go as raw as we can be. There it is right there. So we'll do that.
Okay, let me put the hammer back. Listen, if you want, I'll go over and get the, we're probably going to need the rake for the comprehensive. Yeah, why don't you go get the rake? Tell me, let's see. I want to roll the rock over.
Okay, Jim, as you walk back there, could you see if we have a TV table hung up on the crew someplace? We're having trouble commanding the direction of the TV.
Yeah, you do. I think the wire from the high gain antenna just got your cable to the TV. Yeah, I'll get it.
Roger, could you give that unmanned vehicle a little help, please?
Okay.
All right, where was I? Sorry.
You can see it.
Let's see here. Yes, we are. They do take our data and utilize it to figure out the orbits. But we're one of many people. We're not just. It's not just us. So there's many other observatories around the world. But we will be, like tonight. What we're looking at, you end up. You know, we look at our data, and sometimes we're right there with some of the biggest telescopes in the world that are looking at this stuff for actual near Earth object stuff. So there it is right there. What I mean is that, you know, we'll submit the data, and then tomorrow they'll show if our data is accepted. There'll be other big observatories, you know, like Mount Lemmon or Atlas. We work with Atlas as well, the big guys out of Hawaii, and they'll be looking at the same object. So they use all of our collective data to try to figure out these orbits, so not just ours. So there's the object right there. Tracking. If I invert the image, you can see it a little better. I usually like to work inverted like this, so you can see this thing a little bit better. I'll be able to get some measurements. So basically, I'm going to wait for one more set to come through. Wait for about 40 to come through. What do we got left on this run? There's still 10 minutes left, so I'll wait just a little bit longer for the last one to come through. And what we'll do is we'll just take three quick measurements of this object right here.
As soon as you finish this sample, we'd like you to start on the comprehensive, and we need frame count.
If you guys like what you see, please drop a follow, man. We're trying to build the community out here, and if you haven't joined the Discord, please do. There's a link below as well. You can check it out. So I'm hoping one day, Ray. Come on now. We're doing our part. Well, we did. You know, it's funny. I was telling somebody my cousin emailed me the other day. He says, "What are you hiding?" And there's a conspiracy that 1998 OR2, you know, that asteroid was going to hit us, and it's the biggest thing, and all this kind of stuff. And of course it has not. But it came between the orbit came in between us and the moon, distance-wise. Really big object. But the neat part is we did take measurements on it. We took a lot of measurements on it, and it was just kind of neat to be part of that, you know. So neat to be part of that, you know, figuring out those actual orbits of these things and having our stuff put in there. So yeah, so it's, you know, my son and I really enjoy this. Those of you who don't know, my son and I started this about a year and a half ago, and started this whole thing, and it's just spiraled out of control and gotten so crazy on the stuff we're doing now, and being a part of all the other science team stuff that we're doing is crazy. So, but yeah, he's the one that's kind of helped me set up the stream. But this started as a father-son spending time together thing. So that's how we got into this, and it just keeps growing and growing, which I love. So and tomorrow I'm having a little meeting in the morning with a programmer. Hopefully, I want to work on trying to get some applications for close approach data for you guys to be able to just go to either get an app or go to a link or something and see close approach data real time. I'm working on some of that stuff, and what's neat is we've had some real amazing minds come into the Discord, come into the channel, people that are part of the community, just amazing people, and they want to contribute, you know, to the science. So we're trying to build, we want to be the hub of everything, you know, asteroid related. So, and we're grateful to have the channel and have you guys here with us, man. It's totally awesome. So let's see. Oh, they're 40. So I'll wait for these 4 images to come down. I'll stack those, and then we'll take some measurements here real quick
Yeah, we get the Nomad out here
of it.
Okay. Don't knock my scoop over. No. It's a good place to put it. On the bottom of the rock, Joe, it seems to be gray, where there's no surface alteration, but there is a surface covering.
Why that says it's
one
offline?
portion
It's so
there's some
weird.
glass, and it almost looks like silicon sides across the glass, and it's about 4
Okay, I want to
inches
see
by
this
4
now,
inches,
Tyler.
and
Let me
there's-
take a look.
There's one whole corner of that thing that's loaded with glass. That's just an unreal rock.
Oh, nice, man. Beautiful. Love it. Gorgeous. Look at that.
Here, right out here.
You got Orion up there?
Look good? Smooth? I think I'll be able to do some raking there. Good rake.
Thank you for sharing, man. Welcome to the Discord. Glad to have you here. Great images, man. Great images.
Okay, I have a t-shirt. Cross sun.
I'm not sure what your star is.
The
Let
down
me
sun.
see.
Okay.
That is probably. So there's Orion. That's Sirius, the big bright one. That's Sirius is the star, the big bright one you're looking at. And the other one, you see, well, there it is again. It's up towards the top. That's Sirius again, and then the 3 stars are Orion's belt. You have a sword, Rigel, Betelgeuse, Procyon, the Winter Triangle. Procyon, Sirius, and Betelgeuse are the Winter Triangle. So that's all the stars that you have in there. But I love the shot with Sirius in there real bright like that. Real nice, man. Castor and Pollux are right up there off to the side of it. Good shot, man. Good image. Sirius is very serious. That's right.
Okay, have at it.
All right, let's see. Let's do this here. Let's stack this. 41, 2, 3, 4.
Okay, there's one swap, about a meter long. Help me take this flip off.
All right, I'm going to blink these images together. by the way, you guys that are new, you see all of these numbers? These are all the known asteroids in this one field of view right now, according to the catalogs. This is one field of view, all the known asteroids. You think we have an asteroid potential problem that we need to figure out what's going on out there? This is just one field of view in the sky. Crazy, right? So, and then obviously new objects come into this field of view all the time. So this is a new object that was just discovered a few days ago. So there's 1998. You can see it. We got a couple asteroids we're actually going to do some data collection on. So there's 1998. What is it? WP5 that we were looking at as well. And then here's 2020 GD. Both on the same orbital path. So let's see what. Let me see something here. Let me do this.
So the soil is dark gray, and it's fine grain, and I haven't seen any difference in granularity between the limb and our position at all. It all looks about the same.
So here's GD2. Now, this is based on the observations they have thus far, which they only have. What do they have for GD2?
Scoopful, yeah, 2 or 3.
Let me see here, guys. Hang on. I want to see how many observations they have for 2020 GD2 at this point. There can't be very many because this thing is very new. GD2. There are 290 observations, so normally we get 400 or 500. 500 pretty average. 400, something like that. So they've actually done quite a few observations over this because it's a new object. So this orbit will get a little tighter, will change, will improve. Basically, the more observations we do, the more improvement we're going to get. So, but right now it's currently right here on us, right there. Now it's got this high angle on us. But let's see, I don't think it ever crosses our orbital path. It looks like it comes up above us and comes down. So this one's probably not gonna mess with us by any stretch. But you know, over time orbits change. Things happen. Things can get bumped. Does this thing go out into see those? So this object even goes out into the potentially into the asteroid belt, which is sitting out here between Mars and Jupiter. So it can get bumped, and its orbits can change. Things can happen. So, yeah. Well, generally these asteroids are a lot closer in. We do have asteroids that have big, long orbits on them, though, like comets as well. But the big thing is the comets, you know, they're made of ice, and because they a lot of times they get out in this area of the solar system where it's real cold. So these icy bodies out here, and then they come in, and as they get closer into the sun, they start to get their comet trail. But a lot of the asteroids we're looking at are right here from the asteroid belt in, you know. There's so many objects that are out here that are getting bumped and moved around and coming in by us. I'm going to put the link to this wonderful website that I use all the time that our friend David Rankin created for the Catalina Sky Survey. So really slick. Okay, so let me I'm going to take quickly we're going to do three. We got three images here, so I'm going to go to the first image, which is right here, and I'm going to click. Let me zoom in on this bad boy. I'm going to click right in there. We're going to do an object designation. It's going to tell me it's 2020 FGD2, which it does. I hit OK. I'm going to hit accept. I'm going to go to the next one, 20 frame. I'm going to click right in the box. I'm going to do it again. And hit, there it is, GD2. Gives me its RA index magnitude. We're going to hit accept. I'm going to go to the last frame. I'm going to click right there. Yeah, and especially right now with Atlas doing what it's doing, you know, breaking up, getting near the sun, breaking up, those kind of things. So we've created now this wonderful file, this ADS file that has all this data on this asteroid as far as its position, its magnitude, all the information on the file itself. This is what we create for the Minor Planet Center. This is what we will be sending them. So that's that observation on that one. What time did we finish this? Let me just see.
With a fairly fresh rim. Would you like a double core to rim of that, or would you like us just to pull it right here?
Stand by.
Hang on a second, guys.
There's a change of albedo on the rim. It's much lighter.
Roger, Dave. Drive the core right down
GD2.
through the rim.
10:03.
Thought you
Okay.
might say that.
So at 05:03.
Take some of this stuff back and we'll have to
I'm
walk
probably gonna come back to that thing, but I want to.
You were just checking up on us.
We'll take some other images of it. We're gonna wait about 15 minutes, and we're gonna take some more images of it. And we'll wait. We're basically waiting 15 minutes so we can get 15 minutes apart on our observations. So let me just take a look at this thing.
Think we can get there without any trouble? First one right here, you mean? No, I'm thinking of that bright one.
Yeah, it's breaking up. Did you guys see the picture? If you're in the Discord, did you see the picture that you posted in the Discord the other day?
Well, we can push
I'll show you guys again. Those that have just joined us here.
Joe, I guess we'd take 5 minutes to get up there. What do you think?
Where is it?
Negative.
There
Drive
it
the
is.
core where else you think might be convenient.
There it is right there from Hubble.
Place here. We got a
So that's Atlas
fairly deep crater.
taken from the Hubble Space Telescope.
10 meters across and
Pretty crazy, right?
a meter and a half or so deep, and we'll pick the rim of that. There's a fresh impact crater in the rim anyway, which looks like it pulled out some. I mean, is that good enough? Place
Looks
for
like a
you, Joe?
spaceship.
Sure is, Dave. I wouldn't want to go up much farther on this slope. It's too hard to get up. It sure is, isn't it? Make the bike. You're kicking too much.
Well, they're gonna. Yeah, if they haven't, they're gonna name them all these breakups. That's what we've been. A lot of stuff that guys have been talking about is a lot of breakup stuff going on. So, all right. So I'm gonna actually. What we'll do is I'm gonna do this. What time is it? It's, so we took data on this. Let me send this data real quick to the Minor Planet Center. Let me upload it to those guys.
I think you'll get location. Hold that for me while I get the cores out, okay?
So let me put it in my correct spot here. Data.
Hey, Dave, if you hold. Okay. Lower one, I'll put the upper one in. Roger. Engine handle. Hey, Joe, the boulder we just sampled is the only one of its size anywhere to be seen.
All right. So
Crater up a
desktop.
little ways, maybe another half a kilometer or so. Which might off with you, Dave.
Here's our report. Observations. It's a NEO.
Save that part.
Submit.
Yeah, they might want that, huh?
Boom. Okay. So that's submitted. So since we're sitting here, what I wanted to do was let's clear it. Let me reset the file. And then let's take these quick observations on 98 since we're sitting here. So I'm going to do the same thing. We go frame by frame on this bad boy. Scene not too great tonight, but hopefully our let me see here. Hopefully our observations will be
Okay, here's your hammer in your left hand, Jim.
good enough in there.
There you go. Okay, get over here and watch.
I think gravity from the sun caused the breakup on the thing.
Get on the other side.
The sun had a field day with it.
Push it in from the uphill side. Yeah.
And Dave and Jim, as you're getting a double core.
All right, you taking off, Ray?
We'll be
Thank
wanting to
you,
leave
my
the
friend.
station
You guys
about
haven't.
10
Hey, man.
to 15 minutes.
If you guys haven't seen Ray's stream, man, you got or his YouTube channel.
Following this, I think we're in good shape on everything else.
I'm gonna
Okay, Joe.
plug you here, buddy.
As far as I can push it, I got the picture. Go ahead.
You guys got to go to Ray's YouTube channel. It's amazing,
Okay, it's we got one full
and check it out, man.
2 inches per
Subscribe to Ray right there. Okay,
We've got almost
guy knows what he's doing. Does an amazing job,
got another couple inches to go.
and we're grateful to have him be a part of our stream over here. So. Yeah, make sure you subscribe. And Ray, he'll teach you a lot of stuff, man. He's got a lot of really great tutorials, so he'll teach you a lot of different great things. So that's the great part of Ray's doing. Why did that not load? Shoot, man. That did not load my file. Okay, so I got to do this. We got to start over with that one. You got it, buddy. Well, glad you're here, man. Thanks for coming by, and have a great night. Always appreciate the support, man. Appreciate you being here. So, Ray did a cool shout out to us on one of his videos, man. It was pretty cool. So we always appreciate that. And like I said, my son and I we haven't been doing this that long, man. I tell people, hey, man, you want to learn, you go on YouTube, find the guys that know what they're doing, man. And Ray is one of those guys. So. He spends the time, and he takes the time to produce great videos. So utilize him. It's the way to do it. That's the way to do it. Shoot, you know what? This is going to have that Fitz header in it. So here's what we're going to do. I want to capture 1998, so we're going to capture it right now. Let me do this. Norwegia, thank you for the follow. Appreciate you being here. Welcome to the stream. We are looking at Asteroid 1998 WP5. I'm going to slew the telescope just back and forth. Do a little reset on it. WP5. Let me reset my guide stuff here in the corner here so you guys can see that.
Rammer went in about 6 inches.
Alright, there it is. So,
I'll try to break it.
1998 WP5, sir. We just got 2020 GD2, and the images had 1998 WP5 in the same image as 2020 GD2, so I said, okay, let's just capture that as well while we're sitting here, Vigo. That's what we're doing. So yeah, we did that, and now we're just gonna do a quick run. So like I said, 2020 was right next to it. You'll see them, and we just submitted that data to the Minorplanets Center. So. But 1998 still needs some more observations on it, so I was like, you know what? Let's just grab that since we're sitting here. So we're doing that. Let me write this down. 13, 43, 52, 13, 43, 52, 54, 04,
You know, they're a lot harder to get on. Need those before. Show the numbers on. Yeah, I gave you the top one. I can't see the bottom.
Let's take a look here. Let me just see.
Rub it off when you get going there.
No problem on the bottom one, Dave. We know that.
Good to see you, Vigo. Haven't seen you in a while. Of course, I haven't been on the stream in a while, so we've been slacking it up. But I just want to take a look. Oh no, I don't want to do that. I got ahead of myself.
None of that. Got all these extra little goodies to do. Okay, turn right so I can get the rammer. Okay, it's rammed. Okay. Hey, the cord, you can put the one that you got in my back. Okay. Now try and recover those caps.
Yes, Jim, if you could with the tongs, we'd like it back.
even see them now, right?
Understand.
They're right here, Dave. Right under here. I can see the edge of it.
Appreciate it, Norwegia.
Yeah, go get them.
Let me do this.
Slow down. Ooh, I dig in pretty deep.
And Jim, we'd like a stereo pan with your 70mm camera. Maybe now's a good time to get it. Or wherever
Yeah,
you
I'm
think
getting there on this thing right now. Let me start this.
Look at his hands, Joe. You figure he can take a picture. Okay, partner, where are they? Right in here.
Playing some Mario Kart? Good for you, man. It's the way to do it. Love Mario Kart. It's a fun one.
Okay.
But I have to say, I'm Mr. like, I hate to say it, I'm Mr. Fortnite guy right now with my son. That's what we mainly play together. I enjoy it a lot. It's a lot of fun. WP5. Okay. Seven south. Just gonna grab it. I know, you right? We have a good time. Gotta do whatever I can do to spend time with my boy before he takes off, man. Before he goes to college and then he gets married and I never see him again. I'm cherishing those times with my kids, you know? Ouch.
Take it later.
Ouch.
That's good.
Vigo.
It's the middle one, and that's Dave's sample bag.
Roger, that's good enough.
Okay, hold this. Let me put the core tube cap back. Okay, why don't you get your stereo pan, and I'll get the big camera out.
Alright, let's see here.
I can get myself back. Oh, I just hope there's not any dust
See,
on
there
the
was
lens.
2020 GD2
Okay.
that we were looking at right there,
Don't forget
but
the
then
radio.
98 was right here. So I was like, oh, let's grab that while we're sitting here. So that's what we're doing.
And Dave, we see you're carrying the initial.
So let me grab just,
key
let's
there for the roller.
stack 3 of those bad boys together.
That's right, that little blue thing.
Those of you that are just joining us, please feel free to. My gosh, I can't type tonight, man. I'm just having a hard time.
Unfortunately, Joe, there's no way to
Just have
keep
a
that
hard time with the
color chart
keyboard.
clean with all this.
Join the Discord, man. We're building a community out there, and drop a follow. I appreciate the follows. If you got a one of those Prime subscriptions, we'd love to get one of those as well. Always appreciate all the support that everybody gives us for the channel, man. It's amazing. Okay, let's see here.
No problem doing.
So there's the object right there. Okay, so I got that. So let me. We're just waiting for a few more of these. These are the images that are coming in right now from here. That's the live view of the telescope. So we'll start stacking these images in as they come in. I don't know what that little double star deal is right there, man. Look at that thing. Look at that.
Pick up the lens
That's pretty cool.
cap.
Good kill.
Nice and stiff. Going.
Some cool stuff there.
500. Okay, Joe, I'm gonna give you. Looks like I got some pretty good.
Wait till we get about
contrast.
20, 21, and 22.
Northwest.
I don't know, man. You know, it's interesting, Vigo. It looks like it's. I don't know, man. Doesn't it look like a binary? Looks like an actual one.
Sounds good, Dave, and we'd like about 2 minutes worth of pictures and then think about leaving.
Okay.
Probably does.
50 and an 8 look to you.
I'll have to research it.
Sounds good.
And look it up, man.
Okay.
Well, I can't give you a name, but I can probably give you some coordinates here. Can I give you some coordinates? There it is right there. There's some coordinates for it right there. Look at the split. Hang on. Here it is. Let's see what this says. There's no designation because it's not an asteroid. There's the actual RAN deck for it. Can you read that? Can you see that? Yeah, I'll paste them in chat. Hang on a second.
Upper region of the far side. I can't really see our ABCD that we thought we might see.
13.17. Deck is -04. There's the coordinates right there. But you can see the split easily on the image right there, man. It's crazy. Alright, so 1, 2, 3. Oops. 1, 2, 3. Yes, yes. I'm sorry. Don't. Sorry. I meant to put a hyphen. It is positive. You're right. I meant to put a hyphen. I didn't mean it to look like it was a negative number. I apologize for that. That is correct, sir. Sorry.
2% of the real height, and it must be about twice that.
There's a lot of objects in these images, man. Okay, there's our object right there. A lot of stuff out here tonight, man.
500 vertical in the same area.
Let's see over here. No.
Roger, Dave, and we're interested in you're climbing aboard now and start back towards the limb. We're going to eliminate Station 3.
Okay.
All right. And then we'll wait for 40 to come through on the last set, so. But scene's definitely getting a little better as she gets up a little higher in the sky. That's for sure. Invert that image, you guys see it a little better.
The camera count on Dave's camera is 5-4, Joe.
Thank you, Jim. Good call.
I think tomorrow night I'm going to build some dark libraries so I can do some subtraction. Clean up these images just a tiny bit, but not too much. But we're getting some temperature changes here right now, so my darks that I have are for a lot colder weather than we have right now, which is a good thing and a bad thing because it makes it a little optically a little bit. These things all work so much better when they're cooler. Yep, 66966. Okay. Come on, man. Drop a link in there for people to see, and make sure you put it in the Discord because you're part of the Discord, Vigo. I know you are. I haven't seen you in a while, man. You haven't been around, buddy. You've been like working. You've been like in school, doing your thing.
That's a good position. Okay, let me get the bags in your bag.
I know we had like over a month and a half of rain and cloud. It was insane. We turned into Seattle for like over a month, and then of course with the whole COVID thing, we're all just jacked up. So then a few days ago, we had a moment. We streamed on the 15th, so we had a clear right and run there. We took some observations, got some measurements into the Minor Planet Center for that, and then oh, yeah, East Coast, yeah. Yeah, and then yesterday it was blowing 60-mile-an-hour winds. You can see look at the trees. You guys can see the trees. You can see the trees moving on the stream behind there. Can you guys see that? I'm still getting 20-mile-an-hour gusts out there. So the seeing's not very good. So we're sitting here, we're just doing it, man, because we don't care. We're like, we're doing it. But I can see the trees moving on the stream, you know? So we just, the weather's just beating us up. And then, of course, you know, all the COVID stuff's beating us up. Everything's beating us up right now, man. We're just getting destroyed out here. So we're just waiting for image 40, 41, 42 to come through, and then I'll stack those up. And then we'll take some measurements on this asteroid right here, 1998, WP5. All right, see if Simbad gets you any better information. So yeah, we're just taking some images here, guys, of 1998 WP5 tonight, and we just got some measurements of 2020 GD2 that we just sent to the Minor Planet Center. So we'll see if we get those observations put in. Maybe not, but we'll see. Who knows? There's quite a few observations coming in right now on those, so we won't know till the morning. That's when they usually post our stuff.
I can get up the hill to it.
That was 40.
Think I can put that in there? See that beauty? Oh, I'll hold the hammer.
All right. There's the object right there. And another object right here as well. All right, let's take some measurements on this. I'm going to invert the image so we can see it a little better. There's a couple asteroids here. There it is right there.
Okay, don't want to drop that one.
Oof. That one was tough.
About that. We have some soil. Here, yeah. We have some soil right there with the tongs. It'll stay. Seems to be fairly cohesive here. Look at that. You can even dig a trench. Got my big chance.
And Dave and Jim, you might want to get some material from the top and under the upslope edge of the boulder.
Got that. All right. So we got that one. So let me send that over. All right, you go to it, Vigo. Do your thing, man. Throw down, brother. Throw down.
I might even roll the boulder down the rail, Joe.
We ain't gonna get in your way, man.
We ought to do that.
You go to it. 23, 2020. Alright, let's see here. I want to go here, I want to go here, I want to go here, I want to go here. Here's my report, so let me I'm going to send that to my Planet Center.
Is my lens too dirty to use? I don't see any dust on it at all, Dave. Okay, good. The top is, yeah, I know, my top of mine's covered with dust too. Okay, we'll take...
There's our file right there. Let's send it.
See if we can't get a picture of that contact. Nice close picture for him.
Actually, before I do that, I'm going to do one quick thing. Hang on one second, you guys. Hang on one second. Where are you? Where'd you go? No.
Okay, go on the other side. Doesn't that look like a contact to you, Jim? Yeah. Good. Okay, right, exactly there.
Alright, where was I? It was right here. Neo. Submit. Okay, submission received. So we sent that to them. So that's another set that we just sent to the Minor Planet Center for that asteroid right there. So, let's see what else is going on out here tonight.
You want me to hold one of those?
Well, we want to look at
Put the sample in your bag. Yeah, good idea.
6569. Oh, shoot. RA18. That's much too farther down into the, hasn't come up yet. Bummer. Where we at right now? VP5.
After there,
Just taking a look at see if there's any other objects for us right now currently, guys.
go around.
Doesn't look like it. Looks like the next set of objects don't come up for another 2 or 3 hours. That's RA18, RA19, 20. Are they? Real binaries. Well, there you go. We split them, buddy. Look at that. Well, they are. In all their glory. 150 parsecs away. They're not that far. Five apart. Man, it's incredible. Wow, that's a cool picture, man. No, Amity, I'm not doing that. Is that what Dylan was working on? Dylan O'Donnell? I know that I saw his video on that, the Parallax program. I think right now we're actually working on a test observation for our telescope in Dubai. That's what we're doing, but we're not doing anything of that. So yeah, that's what he did, right? I know he was saying a call for some northern observatories, so we haven't been contacted about it, but I'm just trying to see. It looks like the other asteroids I need to get are about 3 hours before they come up. Good times. Probably. Looks like either glass bubbles or vesicles. I can't tell which. That's in the shadow. Yeah, that's off in the west now. That's too far away from us now. It's a bummer. Sweet, man. Go get him, dude. Good for you. Love it. Got your eye on it? Yeah, I got it. Let me get one more. Watch it. I'll get this one. Dark black, very fine grain basalt. By golly. You got your eye on that one? Yeah. Well, are you gonna pick it up or? Man, the asteroid I need isn't even above the horizon yet. It's a bummer. It's right on the horizon. It's like right at the horizon. Not quite there. Amity, we're just looking at this binary star that we caught. We were imaging this asteroid, these asteroids right here, and we imaged these binaries that are next to each other. Look at that. I love it. And Vigo's giving us all the specs on it, man, making it all happen. Let me zoom in on it so it's like, yeah, right there. I know, right? Well, and it's cool because we had a few objects in here. We had an asteroid here, we had one here, look at all the amount of objects in this field of view, man. I would say we have an asteroid problem to deal with when I look at this image. This is crazy. Vigo, man, this is our resident young phenom. Our resident, studying to be a Astrophysicist, man. Vigo's the man. Love it. So yeah, and then like I said, I highlight it, man, it's like, ooh, I see the split in there. The small star, -10. I'm not going to get a good reading though, because it's so close to the other one. Look at this little guy here off to the side too. Look at this little guy over here. Jeez, man, there's a lot of stuff in this image. Crazy.
Jim, we'd like you to finish your sampling and then press on with your comprehensive sample, please.
I know, right? Well, look, there's a third one in there too. That's it, man. We just found a whole nother solar system sitting there. That's it. We're famous. We're famous. Woot woot. It's not showing up? I don't know, man. I don't know. Maybe it's just a background star that's way off in the distance or something, you know? It's probably more the case. I don't know. Let me zoom way in here. It's probably way off in the distance. It looks a little closer here. I don't know why. Well, this is a little overexposed. That's why it's kind of blown up over the top of it. So this image is a little overexposed. I can't even talk. Overexposed. So that's probably just that background star that's way off in the distance. That's why you're not seeing that. Yeah, that's why. Oh, Vigo's gonna find it though. I'm telling you, man, Vigo's gonna make you all rich, because he's gonna make everybody famous here, because you figured out 4 times further. Yeah, that one's got to be way off in the distance, right next to it. Give it a check. Vigo's checking for us, guys. See, you go looking at asteroids and you find all kinds of other stuff. Look at all these little groupings of stars over here in this corner up here. It's pretty crazy. Where's that? Back up a little bit. Where was that in the image? Right off to the side there. Oh, must be right here. This little group of clusters going on here. That's what that is. The wind's calming down. It's showing 7 miles an hour outside now. Hey, while you're doing that, Vigo, I'm going to take a look and see what's going on with my metric clock that's not working properly right now. It's frustrating me. I don't know why it's doing that. Vigo's accepted the challenge. I'm telling you, man, he's the man. Why is my... working, man. It's frustrating. Something I'll have to look at. So yeah, guys, unfortunately I can't. The other targets that I need to go find tonight are about 3 hours away from us right now, coming up. So that's kind of a bummer. But let's see what Vigo finds out for us here. This object looks terrible. Much further. Okay. Exactly right. That's the rose cluster right there. I like to do the science, and then here's what else I like to do. I like to set up the 11 that we have right here next to me, and put it on the driveway. Order a pizza with my kid. Open a Burnham Celestial Handbook, and look at stuff like this through the eyepiece. That's what I like. And then my son and I, when we look at the catalogs about like an object like the rose cluster, and we figure out, okay, what are the stuff about it, how was it formed, and we get all the information and we talk about it, and then we look in the eyepiece and we say, hey, what do you see? What do you see? We have great discussion, my son and I. That's what we like to do. That and then this. But I'm not at all have any interest in taking beautiful images, which is crazy. I know most people do. I know that's the thing, but we're just not into it. So part of the problem is I have no desire for the processing that gets involved with that stuff. So I'm actually an audio post-production guy. I do sound for film and television. So I spend a lot of time, in front of the screens, and a lot of time post-processing and doing stuff, and I just don't want to do that with this, So, but hey, like I said, everybody's got their thing they love, and And I have much respect for the guys that do it. It's amazing stuff. Guys like Dylan and Trevor and Dustin and all those people that do it. It's awesome. Great stuff, you know. So it's an art in itself. So the full name of the object, the smaller star, is Gaia DR 363388647955636363654544. So yeah, guys, there's gonna be a test, so you better remember this number. Because there'll be a quiz on the next stream. There's gonna be a quiz, and I need you guys to know the number. Oh, you found Wolf. Good for you, man. That's awesome. Science class, baby. Vigo is the head. He's the head instructor here, guys. Vigo's no joke, you guys. I'm telling you right now, man. He is no joke. I'm super grateful that he's here on the stream. I'm grateful he's part of our Discord. And love it when these guys come in that are just like really sharp on this stuff. Sam Dean's our other guy that's just like amazing with these things. So I still think Vigo and Sam are the brothers, but or they're the same guy and they're just hazing me because they sure act like the same guy because they're so challenged with looking at this image on screen. It's like it's a beautiful image, right? You sit there and go, but it's tough because you're looking at a computer screen. Like you can't appreciate what we're really looking at, man. There's a lot of old history right there of the universe, you know? A lot of old stars in a star cluster. And every one of them has a story, you know? And just staring at a screen, that's where I have a hard time. That's where I'm like, I want to look at that through an eyepiece. I feel much more connected doing that, especially when you're like outside next to the instrument and stuff. It's awesome. So that's the neat part of that, to me.
Okay, there's one slot, about a meter long. Help me take this.
Okay, PMC-8, great setup. We had Scott Roberts in the chat earlier, man. You missed him. He was here. He was with us. He was watching us do our thing, man. He was watching us. Scott's a new follower to our stream. Well, no, I mean, it just depends, you know. It depends on the object, N3. I'd love to do that stuff. It just, you know, we're limited, obviously, with capabilities of what we have, where we're located. We're Bortle 5 skies. You know what I need? I need this thing to be either set up on my roof, or I need it to be remote location, where I can have, like, real skies, man. And we could get some real images, like, down to 19 magnitude. Oh, I know. Well, see, that's the thing. People want the color, see? It's like, show me in color. See? That's true. And there's color in there. There's colors of stars or stuff going on. So I don't have a color image, right? I got a monochrome camera. So that's the tough part about this stuff. It's like, and you got to realize what we're doing. We're taking an image of something that's so far away, and so I mean, it's really amazing when you think about guys like Galileo and stuff. Can you imagine if they saw this right now? They would be like, oh my God, how can you? It's incredible that you can just take that image and put it on a stream and show it to the world. It's kind of neat, man. We live in a real neat time. I'll tell you what. Yeah, I agree. I like the eyepiece, man. I like it, and I think we've gotten away from it a lot, you know, for sure. So when it comes to deep sky stuff, I'm just all about that, you know. It is. It's a nice time. Some of my best times with my kid doing that. My daughter likes it too. My 8-year-old daughter you saw earlier, she likes that too, man. She goes out there. But her thing is, we're gonna do it. We gotta order pizza, Dad. Gotta order pizza. Gotta eat pizza while we're doing it, which is awesome. So, you know, good times. All right, guys. 11 o'clock. I'm gonna call it. I actually have to work tomorrow morning. Get up early. I'm gonna go watch continue my Netflix show with my wife. If you haven't dropped a follow, please do. Please subscribe, follows, all those good stuff. If you guys haven't, you know, check out our YouTube channel. You guys all know the stuff, man. Man, we even have a merchandise page, man. You guys can check out the Asteroid Hunter merchandise. And then, by the way, telescopes.net, you know,